Hello everybody, it's Gary Stuckey with Real Music. Well, you know that Motley Crue situation is messy with the band and Mick Mars and the accusations back and forth and did Nikki Sixx really play bass? You know, booting Mick Mars out of the band when he's ailing and saying that he can't play anymore. And then, you know, you hear different stories back and forth. And Mick Mars says that they, ripped him off, and there's so many things going on, and if you're a fan of the band, you're not loving this. But Motley Crue has just announced that they want to settle the case in arbitration, which means they want it done privately and not publicly so everybody can find out all the stuff. And Mick Mars' attorney's like, no, they're still trying to bully him and they're trying to cover up some things. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And me personally, I think they should just let it go and give Mick what he deserves. They had a lot of great times, great music. Why can't they work together and give the guy a break and give him what he earned? Yeah, I just want you to think about that a little bit. And also, while you're thinking of that, know this, that ex-lead singer of Hanoi Rocks, Michael Monroe, met up with Vince Neil backstage recently, and that's the first time they had spoken to each other since Razzle, the drummer for Hanoi Rocks, was killed by Vince Neil's wreck. Remember, Vince Neil had a DUI and it caused the death of the Hanoi Rocks drummer. He was only 24 years old, and they haven't spoken since. And you've heard all kinds of stories about Vince has never apologized and this and that. Now, I don't know the exact words that went down between those two guys, but I do know that it seems that Michael Monroe is happy, and he said he could see it in Vince's eyes. He didn't really have to say much. So to me, it sounds like there's some forgiveness in the air, and I believe things happen for a reason. Now, this is a great opportunity, if you're Vince Neil, to think about how close you were to going to jail for your whole life, for ruining your life. You were let go of the charges. You've had a great career despite whatever drama, and now you're given an opportunity to help out your former bandmate. It's just something to think about, Vince. Just saying. Maybe talk to the other guys in the band and work this thing out, right? And here's another thing. This guy here, John 5. Super nice guy from what I've heard. So talented. And for him to come into the band, just really, he's got nothing against anybody. He's a fan of the guys. So they should do him a favor too and not allow any conflict while he's in this band. They just need to work everything out because they got a good thing going with John 5, I believe. And if they could work it out with Mick Mars, they could ride off into the sunset and everything would be great. And that's what it's all about. But that forgiveness thing, yeah, look into that. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and always remember to keep the music real.